Hey, this is Cameron and welcome to the reaction log. Whoa. Alright, we got a special spicy one here for you. Finally, look at that back. Look at that Goodwill Find sweater and then that scarf peeking over. Oh boy, it's been a while since we've seen you, Jacob Coyer. How's it going? Wait, oh my god, I just saw this in my recommended. Dude, Marbin music, if you haven't watched him, go check him out. He's hilarious. Interviewed the self-taught legend. Oh my god. Oh no way, he's doing a green border too. Oh my goodness, hold on. Dude, Marvin's freaking hijacking my Jacob Collier video right now. This was painful to watch. Nice. No one else could have done this interview. It's probably true. Anyways, this is not a Danny from Marbin video. This is a Jacob Collier video. Gotta stay true to my AdSense Jazz moneymaker, Jacob over here. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna look at... Oh man. Man, that really threw me off. That was funny. Oh man.
Last week...
I do kind of want to watch it though. Dude, that is so hilarious using the green border for that. Oh my god, dude.
Thanks for letting me fucking solo, asshole.
Get out of here. No one wants you here.
Dude,
Leave.
play Spain. None of you can play Spain. You know who you're talking to? A self-taught legend.
If we don't hear him play Spain in this interview, I'm gonna be real disappointed.
So very much for being here. Yeah, first I want to ask you, since you are now a full-blown internet legend, all over my feed, all over everybody's feed. Yeah, no, it's amazing.
Both of you have guitars in hands too. I'm expecting a full-on jam session to happen. Shoot, let me get my guitar. Hold on.
NYC jazz scene in general, it'd be a very judgmental, sometimes negative environment. Question is like, how do you feel about some of the negative comments that you've been getting?
Oh man. I don't know. If there's negative culture in jazz, I feel like this guy fits right in, personally.
I mean, as somebody who's played guitar for a very long time, about 20 years, I have certainly learned a lot about music.
Many genres, of course, most notably Latin jazz.
I've never really jazzed. This year I started exploring jazz a little bit, and I have never really played with a jazz band, and I wanted to try it.
What are you saying right now? You're saying that you never played jazz, so you decided to go to Smalls and have the biggest ego ever. Like, you learned one tune and then banked on everybody else knowing it, and then when they didn't, it's like, who are these idiots?
The negativity would certainly affect people that aren't as resilient as me, but I know my own musical background and my ability to learn quickly, so it didn't really affect me too much. I wish that more experienced musicians would be like that instead of just excluding you because you have no experience and you're trying to learn.
Well, I don't know if that was the issue so much. I think it was a combination of you being inexperienced, then also how you were treating everybody else. Just based on the video that I saw, it's hard for me to imagine you as like the person being bullied here, because everybody seemed supportive as far as I could tell, but you had quite a few outbursts going on there, so that's all I'm saying.
Even last night I went, it's almost like trying to get me that. They're just like saying, no, you can't play, after I wait all night and I'm very nice. You know, they're provoked because they sense my inexperience, but they also know I've got the raw talent, and then it's like a gatekeeping thing. They don't want me to learn it because they know I can shred better than me.
God, what an amazing thing it would be to be this guy. I wish, like, I feel like this is how I felt about my guitar playing in high school, where I was like king of the world. I was like king guitar, best guitarist ever. And then it was going to college and diving into classical music especially that made me realize, like, wow, I suck. I am really bad. And I mean, we heard this guy solo. Like, it didn't sound like anything special to me. So I don't know, that's like borderline, like, delusion stuff, I feel. What I'm hearing right there. Saying that to Danny would be a little uncomfortable too, because he's like a monster. Like, if you ever see him play anything, it's like incredible. I don't know, that's funny, man. This is weird.
It's weird.
It is weird. It is a little weird.
How do you feel, like, just on those lines? It's like, what, you know, some of those videos that got from Smalls really like exploded. It sort of became kind of a meme. I don't know, like, if you've been reading comments.
I didn't realize it even streamed or how serious like jazz jams were until like after a few days, and I noticed like people were like talking about Spain and stuff, and then I don't think anybody realizes like how oblivious I was to like etiquette and oblivious I am to everything.
Oh yeah, the etiquette. You thought I thought that's how you're supposed to act in a setting like that. That's the etiquette that I pick up when I'm in a coffee shop and someone gets my order wrong and I'm like, do you know who I am? I am sore flippin' hands. You're gonna mess up sore hands as order? I address myself as sore hands. I don't say me or I or anything like that. That's just the etiquette I've picked up, so maybe we have that in common, I guess. I don't know, I thought that's how I was supposed to act in that setting.
About his music and learning it. and I'm kind of like, or I guess like from like a rock and roll like an alt rock subgenres background. I showed.
Oh yeah, we can tell from those solos, dog. I know, I came from rock too, and you can tell in my phrasing sometimes. I've had my phrasing described to me as if I'm like doing a magic trick where I'm like, ta-da! Or it should be, bottom. You know, that kind of thing. So I know how it is.
Acting like rock and roll in the jazz club, and everybody was sort of shocked. I understand like the chord functions and the charts and stuff like that. Like I understand like.
That's good, dude. That's tough stuff. Danny went to Berkeley, so he probably understands that too. I'm pretty sure they at least teach you that there.
Vibes and understand like changes, and so like I feel like I can improvise and until I pick up the tunes, where I guess clearly that's like, now I know it's like against all the etiquette, but honestly I think it's hilarious. These people are like stuck up and full of themselves.
Yeah, dude. Totally. Unlike you, of course, right? Just based on what I've heard here today. Man, I might be blowing my chances of getting my interview with them with everything I'm saying right now. That's unfortunate. Oh well.
What kind of advice would you give like young musicians?
Whoa. Got some feet cameo in there. Who's that?
What kind of advice would you give like young musicians who are aspiring to become legend? You know?
Oh man. I feel like he's really towing a line.
You have become a social media legend overnight. Like the amount of views and discussion you've evoked in a week is more than like the best-selling jazz and other folk like since the. I know the.
That's so true, and that's something that Danny would be impressed with, and me being impressed with, since we're both like social media guys, and something that is actually commendable to self-taught jazz legend here is, dude, you gotta capitalize on this thing, because you have a lot of eyeballs on you now, and there's a lot of opportunity now to cement yourself into the public eye, at least like in our jazz circle jerk subreddit limelight that we're in right now. So doing interviews like this, very good idea. In fact, if I were you, I would just start making like, I don't know if you make content yet, but dude, start doing like a vlog or something, because people are going to start watching it, and they're going to start by like making fun of you. But the thing is, when you put yourself out there constantly, and not just in small little snippets that are actually like, not interesting is the right word, but like controversial, I guess we could call it. Like that one moment that we all know you for was like a controversial moment. But the more regular and more personable moments you put out, that will just be overshadowed over time. So yeah, dude, you have a golden ticket right now. In a year, you could be like doing pretty well as like a social media jazz guitarist, which is not something that a lot of people can do. And you see this sort of thing happen to a lot of people, where they just blow up and become a meme for some stupid little thing, and they just wait a little too long to capitalize on it. And then even if they do later, they've missed the chance, and they're getting like not very many views, even though everybody knows who they are. I have specific examples, but I kind of don't want to get into them, because I feel like it might be a little below the belt to call people out on like not capitalizing properly on their meme success. Maybe I'll get into that later. Whatever. Let's just move on.
The funniest thing is about this is that I'm the most talked about jazz musician, and I'm not really even a jazz musician.
We have that in common. I feel like I'm a pretty popular classical guitarist at this point, and I barely even play guitar. I'm so little of a guitarist at this point that I'm not even holding my guitar during this interview. That's how you know it's bad. I'm just comfortable not holding it and speaking freely.
Yeah, I love everything about that.
Danny would love that. Just getting popular from being a douchebag to people.
I hope people like this interview, and yeah, you can probably tag me in it on like, I created an Instagram account and a YouTube channel for this. Yeah.
After this interview, we're going to check that out and make sure you're posting content. We'll see about that.
But cool.
It's like, yeah, Daddy, you could tag me. And Daddy's like, cool. Yeah, no, totally. Let's see if he did it. Oh, Danny, you're such a good guy. Look at you, dude. Look at that. Marbin is actually touring, too. He's actually doing it, man. Look at that.
And how did you go about teaching yourself the instrument? I don't know. You probably don't know.
Oh, here's the real question. I've been talking a lot about this. I don't want to hear a single instructor in this answer.
The thing about me, like, I'm fairly critical about the jazz schools. I think they're pretty much a scam, but I did go to one.
You know you'd be nothing without that degree. Don't lie to yourself.
How'd you
go about teaching yourself jazz?
I just find songs that I like, and I listen to them, and I feel out the melody, the chords. I look up the charts. Sometimes I play with the backing tracks, I play with the record. Yeah, and I just I feel it out, and hammer it out.
That's fucking awesome. I guess last question. If you could talk to all these people that you played with that were sort of you know, being dicks to you and could actually like have a good interaction with them, talk from the heart, what would you say to those guys?
Why can't you just let me play one song at the jam, like so I can practice and get some experience playing with the band? I know what songs to pick to sound good, and I know what's like I don't. It's just
Wait, what? At least in the 4-hour video I saw, he was there for like 2.5 of those hours before he stormed off. Did they not let you come back after that? Because I feel like that's normal. Even if some of the senior people there are like kind of mocking you or whatever. If you have an outburst like that, especially after playing for so long, you took a lot of solos. I remember looking through that video. You soloed a lot in that. And by the way, you said that you're not affected by like the negativity. It's all about the music for you. You were clearly affected by them like telling you that you're doing stuff wrong, which according to you, you're inexperienced anyways, so I would suggest maybe like listening to them. I feel like we're not getting the whole story here. That could just be me just seeking out negativity, because that is what I do. I'm a super negative classical guitarist. But you know, if you're gonna show up to somebody else's home, you gotta play by their rules, and they can decide to not let you play. Like, I don't know what the Smalls jam session is, but it's not like a taxpayer publicly funded service that they're putting on. Like, I'm pretty sure somebody is leading it and they decide who plays and who doesn't play, right? I could be wrong. I'm doing no research on this whatsoever. But I don't know. I feel like I'm not getting the whole story here, and we're getting a very, like, favorable side of his story right now.
that's their it's not my prerogative.
Yeah. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I gotta say, thank you for doing this, and I applaud you for the balls it takes to practice with real people.
For sure.
That is true. That's brave to do that. But again, you gotta play the game, I imagine. And if you don't like that, I suggest that you turn to classical guitar, where you can just play by yourself and you never have to go anywhere. Whoa! Alright, I think we're about done with that interview. Let's see Self-Taught Legend. Is he putting out videos? 4 videos, 2 shorts, posted... When is this one? Alright, so this was posted 2 days ago, so this is a recent. We're actually going to look at all of his videos, why not? And Self-Taught Legend, I think you should post every day, like just something. I know that's like obvious coming from me because I try to post almost every day, but dude, you have like a thing going right now. I would highly suggest keeping this momentum, because this is like a once in a lifetime opportunity. Not everybody becomes a meme, you know? An apology to everyone I offended. That's a good way to start an apology. I'm sorry that you were offended.
My name's Aaron. I want to say I'm sincerely sorry for anybody I might have offended.
Yeah, see, I'm not like a psychologist or anything, but a lot of the head shaking. I'm sincerely sorry for anybody I might have offended. Just speak from the heart, man. I'm sorry. I acted like a tool at that jam session. I shouldn't have done that.
just want to let you know it's not my intention to offend anyone or anything.
And you're apologizing for offending people. I think you should be apologizing for your behavior, personally. That was the egregious thing that we saw in that video.
get extremely worked up about music, and I let my emotions get the best of me time and time again. I'm working on it.
Blame it on the music, blame it on your emotions, blame it on your parents. I don't know, who else do we want to blame?
I just want to learn to play music at a high level. That's all.
Cool. I don't know. I'll rate that apology like a 5 out of 10 personally. But I don't know if the purpose of this video was to be a sincere apology. But it is certainly content that you posted, so I'll take it, man. Keep posting content. That's the most important thing. Oh man, it wasn't my intention to offend anyone. While there's footage of you running up to the trumpet player during his solo and screaming that he sucks. I didn't see that, so I can't verify that, but that is hilarious. Swing and a miss. Don't apologize for people being offended. Apologize for your conduct. Yeah, that's basically what I said.
Hi everyone. Just want to let you know I'm really determined to turn this whole thing into something positive.
There we go. That's the spirit. That's what I'm talking about right there. Let's see what we
I'm
got.
like homeless and an addict, and no, I'm not. Right now I'm staying with a friend.
That's great. I'm glad that that's not the case. That's not good.
Okay, and I'm healing through music. Now, in the past, I have struggled with mental health and homelessness time and time, but I've overcome it, and I'm going to keep overcoming it. I'm going to keep learning about music, and...
Well, I'm a douchebag now. Sorry, everybody, but I no longer feel right making fun of this person. He just said it himself. He has mental health issues. I feel like that was pretty clear through a lot of the outbursts. Struggling with homelessness, I'm not qualified to talk on that at all. I think the only thing I am qualified to say is that it's sad and unfortunate. If anything, it's maybe a good thing that so many eyes are on him now, so at least he's not being left behind and forgotten like so many people who struggle with these things are. Homelessness in America is an awful thing. And unlike a lot of people who you'll meet, I don't think it's anyone's fault other than the country and the government that these homeless people are citizens of, and they should be taken care of. And he's one of the many people that struggles with that, and that's terrible. All right, and his other two videos are 10 and 13 years old. Dude, you got a nice thing going on here. I would start posting a short like every freaking day. And not everyone needs to be an apology video. Honestly, I think that everyone's greatest asset is just their own personality and who they are. I know that like I come up on here and I show up almost every day, and it might seem like I have this gift of gab or whatever where I can just kind of talk and like show myself, but it all starts from just opening up with your real true personality. Which is what I did from the beginning. And then eventually I just get better at expressing myself, and that's what this is now. So I promise you, if you just make a short like this, just talking every day, it'll be really weird at first, but you'll get very used to it. And that is the thing that people want to see about you. Like, music is cool and all that, but it's all just supplements for what people really want, which is genuine, real human connection. And everybody has the ability to reach out and give people genuine human connection. And if you do it for long enough, you can make a bunch of money doing it. So I suggest you do that. Listen, I think Danny did a really great job in that interview, and I think he was very responsible with being kind. And there's always another side to a story. We don't know what the legend is dealing with. We don't even know what I'm dealing with, and I don't know what any of you are dealing with. So any one snippet of someone's life is in no way representative of who they are and what good they are capable of as people. So I've been throwing a lot of jabs out. But this is also a comedy show. It's kind of my job. And the one thing I want to leave you with is to just have grace with everyone, including the legend. And it's clear that he doesn't want to be a villain. So I do hope that he starts showing the side of him that he wants us to see more. And we can kind of get to know him a little bit. And I think that would be a really good thing. Anywho, I think we can go ahead and wrap this one up here. You can tell I kind of felt bad about it at the end. But, you know, like, hey, I'm trying to make you laugh. I'm trying to have a good time here. If you want to watch a serious perspective on this, go watch somebody else's channel. There's tons of serious perspectives in the guitar, classical especially world, so there's no shortage of that. Let's go ahead and wrap this one up here. Hey, if you made it this far, be sure to subscribe and leave a like. The next video will be the Jacob Collier video. I promise you that. Man, we kind of got hijacked by Marbin music over here. That's crazy. I didn't think that that would be my first Marbin video, but here we are. And to both Danny and the legend, thanks for putting yourselves out there and giving us some entertainment to look at, and of course giving me something to react to. I always appreciate that. Jacob's next, though. Of course, there's merch. No sale right now. No more sales ever again. In fact, I'll be increasing prices next month. Just kidding. There'll be a sale at some point, so don't buy anything. Guitar lessons. I know grad students who offer guitar lessons, so if you want me to just send you their email, you can send me an email. I'm taking a cut of it, though. You don't have to worry about that. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. All right, well, I'll see you in the next one.